Okay. So can you please introduce it? Introduction is not required. So we just change the name because people are there, right? So hi Madhavan, hi Viraj, hi Shiva, hi Salim, hi Vikram, hi Prem Kumar. Okay. Now, so let's start our session, guys. Sorry for delay. And today's agenda, we are going to start a Devops. Okay, we are going to start a Devops. So why the Devops will come into the picture? So this is very important. So let me share my screen. So some please mute yourself. Guys, still I can see people are in the guest user. So please change your names. I request you one more time. So please change your names.
Early morning ippude reach ayinamani.
Please change your names. Suppose if you guys are unable to change your name, if you guys are not change the names, I will disconnect your call. I will disconnect your call. Okay. Right. So here, so with today's agenda, we are going to start with today's agenda. We are going to start with the DevOps, guys. So why the DevOps will come into the picture and what are the components are available, right? So DevOps is nothing but development come operations. DevOps is nothing but development come operations. So this is called as a DevOps. So we already know that everybody is saying that DevOps is nothing but so development come operation, and it is a communication and collaboration in between the development teams and operation teams. Okay. So let me explain one more time. So even the DevOps is not there, still our applications are running. But what is an advantage if you are using the DevOps strategy? So whenever we are using the DevOps strategy, so we have so much advantages. Okay, so first we are going to see what is the advantages of the DevOps user, and then we will discuss about the why the DevOps will come to the picture. Okay, so let us take so as before the DevOps, the people are working like this. So this is your development team. So this is our development team. So usually the development team. So this we call it as a development team. Development team. This is called as a development team. So usually here the team is contains three things. Okay, developers, and QA people, and build engineers. These are the people who are working together in the development team. Development team. And coming to the application management or operation, right? Application management or operation. So this is called as a operation team. Operations or application management. So here, who is the working as a? So here the working is the network admin, system admin. So we can say the operating system admin, network admin. Okay, operating system admin, network admin, and we are also having web server and application server admin. Okay, so these are the people are working as a operation team. Okay, so even the DevOps is this is the strategy. So this is the implementation of the Sdlc process. So from the clean methodology onwards, this is the implementation. This is how it will work in the real-time scenario, guys. This is how it will work in the real-time scenario. So this is very important. So whenever we are working on that, what was the problem here? Let us take. if you get any production issue here, so what developers are saying? The developers are saying that no, we don't have any issue with the development. So maybe issue with the application side. Maybe issue with the application side. So this kind of see, it's not, we can't judge or we can't blame someone in the team. Okay, so that is the strategy. That is kind of working culture. It's available during the time. So because we don't have evidence, like where is the problem and what was the problem, so how we can able to resolve that issue. Okay, where is the problem, what was the problem, so how we can able to resolve that issue. So that's why the people are still working like that. Okay, so whenever we are working on the DevOps strategy, so here the DevOps engineer will come into the picture to improve and collaboration communication. So once the DevOps is adopted, so this is the diagram. So DevOps is adopted. So how it looks like? The same members are available, right? Same team, same members are available, but the difference will look like here. Okay, so this is called as a DevOps. No, ops. Okay, development team and operation team, and in between, so we have the DevOps engineer. We are having the DevOps engineer. So this is very important, guys. So DevOps is nothing but, so this is the development team, guys. This is for development team. This is for development team. This is for operation team. Okay, so see the design. So we have the evidence. So clearly the DevOps is responsible. The DevOps engineer is responsible to take care about all kind of implementation. So the developers are only developing the code. Okay, the QA people are only testing the code. The build engineers are only, the build engineers will also come under DevOps now. Okay, the build engineers will also come under DevOps now. So this is very important. The build engineers will also come under DevOps now. Okay, so this is very important. And whenever we are using, someone is pinging high. So guys, still I'm not able to see your name. So who is that? Okay, someone is taking the screenshot. Huh? Okay, fine, no problem. So please change your names, guys. How many times I'm telling you? So whoever is joined as a guest user, please change your name. Right. Now, so this is the strategy, guys. So this is the strategy. So we can able to do that. Okay, right. So now coming to the process, guys. Coming to the process. So as per this definition, so DevOps is nothing but a communication and collaboration in between the teams. DevOps is nothing but communication and collaboration in between the DevOps is nothing but a communication and collaboration in between the teams. So this is the DevOps, guys. So we have the development team and we have the operation team and we have the, like, this is the process is happening here. So this is the process is happening here, right? 1 minute, guys. Sorry guys. Yeah, so the development and operation, this is for development and operation, and this is the communication and collaboration in between the teams, guys. Okay, this is very, very important. So in the interview purpose, if anybody asking the question, so what is the meaning of DevOps? So DevOps is nothing but development come operation. So simply we can say that even the DevOps is there or not there, our applications are working running. But when you are working on the DevOps, we are getting very smoothly landing the application, right? So next one is why the DevOps will come into the picture, guys. Why the DevOps will come into the picture? So this is very important. So for every communication, I'm sending the screenshot in our chat as well as recordings as well. After completing our session, so we will get the recording in our chat conversation. So you don't need to wait for more time to get the recordings. So this is a very important. And one more important point, guys. So why the DevOps will come into the picture? So that is the question. So first thing is what is the DevOps? We can clearly understand. So whenever we are DevOps process are implemented, we can easily communicate and collaboration in between the teams. Right? Right now, what I can do? So we are going to discuss and we are going to work with that. So the process, and let's say. So how the project will come? So we are going to discuss from scratch level. Let us take we are a employee. Okay, let's say we have the ABC organization. So we need a project from the LG company. LG company came to us. They are saying that oh, we got a project for you, and we need to develop the project within 30 days. So our agenda will be within 30 days, guys. Okay, so within 30 days. So we need to develop some kind of features and hand over to the some people production. So this is our agenda, guys. Okay, it is our agenda. So now how we can able to plan it? So whenever we got a company from the organization, so we need to follow some kind of process. So that process is nothing but SDLC process. This is called as a SDLC. You might be heard about the SDLC. SDLC is nothing but system development life cycle. Development life cycle, right? SDLC is nothing but system development life cycle. You guys might be heard in your academics. Okay, SDLC is nothing but a system development life cycle. Okay, so in this SDLC process, in this SDLC process, right? In this SDLC process, how it works? In SDLC process, so how it works? So in the system development life cycle, in the system development life cycle, so we can go for the, so we have the different types of the principles: analysis and design, analysis and design, and we have the development, and we have the testing, and we have the pre-production, and we have the development, we have the testing, and we have the pre-production, and we have the production, guys. Okay, so this is very important. We have the analysis and design, development, testing, pre-production, and production. So this is very important. So the first thing is, so this is the SDLC process. Okay, what are the methodologies are in the available tool? So you might be heard even your academics. Who is from BTech and MCA? Is anyone is there here for BTech people or MCA? No, no one is BTech, no one is MCA. You guys are from intermediate. Guys, please speak out, guys. No problem. Yeah. Okay. So in the academics, in your academics, you might be heard about the SDLC process. So the waterfall model and spiral model, lean methodology, agile process. So these are the different types of the SDLC methodologies. So this SDLC methodologies are nothing but, so this is the implementation process. Implementation process. So this is called as a implementation process. Okay, so this is the implementation process of SDLC, implementation process of application, right? And this is the SDLC implementation process of the SDLC. Now we have the waterfall model, spiral model, nothing but the old thing, lean methodology, something. So let's discuss from the agile process. Okay, agile process is nothing but one of the methodology. So nowadays 95% of the organizations, 95% of the organizations are using the agile process. Agile process, guys. 95% of the organizations are using the agile process. So whenever we are using the agile process, whenever we are using the agile process, whenever we are using the agile process, so this is the SDLC implementation of the process. And whenever we are using the agile process, right? So 94%. So what is the process here? So our agenda is within 30 days we have to develop our application and we have to hand over to that the client. But let me tell you one thing, guys. Okay, we should not directly go to the production. We have some kind of checks. We have some kind of checks in the application level to do the process. So that is called as a analysis and design, development, testing, pre-production, and production. Okay, so this is very important. So and one more important point here. So first we need to 30 days, right? So we have to convert like this: 1 to 10 days, 10 to 20 days, 20 to 30 days, 20 to 1 to 10 days, 10 to 20 days, 20 to 30 days. So let us say I have to convert my entire features into the user story. So please make sure, guys. So whatever the feature is required by the LG company, right? So we have to convert into the multiple features. So these features is called as a user stories. These features is called as a user stories. as a user stories, right? So this features is called as a user stories. Okay, na? This features is called as a user stories. So 1 to 10 days, 10 to 20 days, 10 to 20 to 30 days, right? So implementation process of application 95% using the Agile process for the user stories. Okay. So system development lifecycle analysis, development, production, reproduction, and implementation of the Agile process. Right. So now what I can do now? So from 1 to 10 days, from 1 to 10 days. So from 1 to 10 days, we are going to do the from 1 to 10 days. So we are going to develop two features. 10 to 20 days, we have the two features, right? So this is our agenda. So please make sure that in the agile process, whatever the days are available, these dates we can able to split it and we can able to deliver into that. So here we can add different types of the process, same process. So 1 to 5 days, 1 to 5 days we will go for the development, guys. Till 1 to 5 days we will go for the development. In between the development, we have the analysis and design, everything will come, right? So 6 to 7 days, 6 to 7 days we will go for the testing. And 8th to 9th days, we will go for the pre-production. 8th to 9th days, we will go for the pre-production. On 10th day, so we will go for the okay. So development, testing, pre-production, and production. So this is very important. Okay. So development, testing, pre-production, and production. Right. So from 1 to 5 days, every we have the developers, right? We have the teams. Still the development team testing team is there, right? So we have the in the development part. So we have the people, right? So from 1 to 5 days, everything is going smooth because every developer distributing the code and they can able to work on it. That is fine, guys. 1 to 5 days, that is fine. So that is called as a development. So 6 to 7 days. So we will go for the testing. So what is the meaning of testing? Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of testing? What is the meaning of testing? Madhav?
Uh, Checking it is working properly or
Exactly. That is correct. Testing is nothing but so we have to check whether it's working or not, right? So this is very important. Okay. So in that scenario, so if you want to test, suppose every developer distributing the code, 5 developers are available, every 5 developers are working their local machine, that is working fine. When we come into the testing, guys, when you come into the testing, so we have to integrate it, right? We have to get all kind of application code and we have to combine into one separate environment that is called as a testing environment, right? So in the testing environment, so that's why I'm saying, right? So we have different types of the environments in the organization. We have the development environment and we have the testing environment and we have the pre-production environment. So this production is called a certain environment and finally we have the production environment. So in the developer environment, we are only developing the things. In testing environment, we are testing the project and certain environment we are set. In production environment, we have to production, right? So this is called as a production environment. This is very important. So whenever in the coming to the development environment, coming to the development environment, right? So to develop the project, to develop the project here, to develop the project here, right? Coming to the testing, right? For 1 to 5 days, everything is going smooth, guys, because every developer distribute the code and working fine. And coming to the testing, before going to the testing, we have to integrate, right? We have to get all kind of application code and send it in a separate environment. Then only it will work. So who is taking care about to integrate all the project? Who is taking care about to integrate all the project? But suppose if I ask to developer is saying that no, I have a lot of work. I am only developing the code. So if you ask to the QA people, no, without any environment is ready, how I can test it? See, the integration is very important, so that every team members in the team we have to collaboratively and they can work in. So for integration testing, it will take 5 days extra. If you want to do the testing, we need to make the testing environment is ready, like same replication of the developer environment. So it will take another 5 days extra. So for one sprint, 10 days, but coming to the expectation, we have the 15 days, right? So total 45 days. So actually our application should be completed in the 30 days. When we come into the implementation, it should be 45 days. Okay, 45 days. So then it's very problem, right? It's very problem. See guys, see if you are already we committed to client, we completed within 30 days. But when we come into the implementation, we are having 45 days. This is the old process, right? So then who is responsible to solve these things? Who is responsible to solve these things? Okay. Right. Okay. Right. So development testing. So who is responsible to take the things, guys? So here the DevOps engineer will come into the picture. So and one more, there is a slogan, guys. There is some kind of slogans in the real-time scenario. So what kind of slogans here? So for Java and you might be heard about Java and .NET, right? So whenever the .NET life ends, then Java life starts. Whenever the this kind of conversations will be there, right? And one more thing, whenever same kind of in the DevOps side also, whenever the problem will come, the DevOps engineer will be ready. Okay, same thing, guys. Okay. So here the DevOps engineer will do to integrate the project. So instead of waiting for 5 days, why we need to go for 5 days? If you integrate the project in first day itself, your issue will be resolved, right? So here we can go for the continuous integration. This process is called as a continuous integration. Continuous integration. So this process is called as a collaboration and communication between the team, that is called as a continuous integration. In this continuous integration, we can do the project. We can continuously integrate the things, guys. So this is very important. We have the development and we have the testing and we have the set and we have the production. The continuous integration. Continuous integration is nothing but so in first day itself, the DevOps engineer will do that. How to do that? We can go for the Jenkins. We are using some kind of DevOps tools. So DevOps engineer having some kind of dedicated tools, guys. You know, no one will ask you to learn the Java. No one will ask you to. We have the tools. If you learn these tools, that is enough. See, usually where we are keeping the application code, every developer with their local machine. Once they push local machine, they push into the repository. Let us assume we are using some kind of Git repository. Some kind of Git repository. So here to keep our application code, to keep application code, to keep our application code. Okay, to keep our application code. And one more thing, how we can able to build that? Building is nothing but what see usually what is a project? Project is nothing but programs, right? So it can contain more number of programs, guys. So in this here we can go for the Maven. So in this Maven to build the project, to compile and build the process. Compile and build the process, right? Compile and build the process. So next one is building is nothing to convert any kind of specific. Then we need to sending them to separate location, guys. So this is the location, and finally we deploy some server. Okay, so this is the process, guys. So here the DevOps engineer will use some kind of integration tool to automate each and every process in first day itself. In first day itself, like in first day, what they can do? Every developer will develop the code. First day, every developer will develop the code, right? So once a developer at the end of the day, they can push into the Git repository. So whenever they push into the Git repository, automatically it should be built, it should be compiled, and you should be sending to the access by to deploy to Tomcat server. Okay, who will take care about to do the things? So everything will be taken care about by everything will be taken care of about the AWS, right? Sorry, the DevOps engineer. The DevOps engineer will responsible to take care all kind of automation to the Jenkins process, right? In first day, let us take the first developer developing the code at the end of the day at 5 o'clock. He have committed the code to the Git automatically. It should be compiled, it should be validated, it should be packaged and sent to the deployment server. This is called as a Tomcat server. Okay, send into the deployment server. So this is very, very important. Now, so the first thing is first important point, guys. Okay, the first thing is the first need to first thing is first developer. We develop the code and second day, guys. Second day, so integration is completed, right? So everything should be continuous integration only. The Jenkins to automate. So here they are using automate whatever the manual steps are available. They can able to automate it, guys. Third day, fourth day. If coming to the fifth day, so development is completed, integration is completed, testing is completed. Directly in the sixth day, we can go for the pre-production. Seventh day, we will go for the production. See, whenever we are doing the manual process, it is taking more than 10 days. It is taking 15 days time. But when we are using the help of DevOps engineer, so the time is reduced to 50%. Okay, so that's why it is only from application level. So the same way we have different types of the delivery level. We have the continuous delivery. We have the configuration management for server configuration level, and we are also having the continuous monitoring from proactively to monitor the system. So many things are available, guys. So many things are available, and we will discuss one by one. So as of now, we have just discussed the continuous process. The continuous process is nothing but so up to the testing. If you want to automate each and every process, that is called as a continuous integration, or otherwise there is a one more definition. So whenever the developer commit the code into the version control system, so the continuous integration process will automatically get the code and compiling the code and packaging the code, and we are going to validate each and everything working properly. So this is called as a continuous integration. I am going to send this diagram as well. So while seeing this diagram, you can easily understand. While seeing this diagram, you can easily understand here how it will works. How it will works. Okay. So this is very important. And one more important point here, guys. And one more important point. So we are going to do. What are the tools? What are the tools and what are the things we are going to cover? We are going to discuss during our DevOps session. Okay. So we are going to discuss what are the tools we are going to cover. So the first thing is continuous integration tools. In the continuous integration tools, the continuous integration, we are going to get Maven and Jenkins. Okay, in the continuous delivery, we are going to Docker and Kubernetes. In the continuous integration, we are going to keep Maven and Jenkins. In the continuous delivery, we are going to go Docker and Kubernetes. Okay, so this is very important. 1 minute. Yeah. Okay. So in the continuous delivery, we will go for the Docker and Kubernetes. In the continuous configuration management, and we are going to discuss about Ansible. And after that, continuous monitoring. We will go for the CloudWatch. The cloud. Okay. So along with these tools, guys, this is the DevOps tool. We are not only for discussing the DevOps tools, along with we are also discussing the cloud technology. The cloud technology, we are going to discuss AWS. Here, we are going to discuss approximately 12 plus resources, 12 plus services we are going to in depth. So you no need to learn separately as a AWS, because in the interview purpose, as of now, what is the key tools in the market? So if you are keeping the resume Docker, Kubernetes, Ansible, and cloud AWS, you no need to worry about the Jenkins and Maven as well. So nowadays the Jenkins, Maven, Git, Maven, Jenkins is the basic tools. So the people are only touching, Jenkins, Maven, right? But when we come into the Docker and Kubernetes, the people are asking more number of questions in the interview purpose. Okay, so we are going to discuss in depth on each and every tools. Okay, along with the technology, so we are also cover the scripting tools. Scripting. So what are the scripting we are going to discuss? So we are going to discuss YAML, JSON, and Groovy. So these are the scripting we are going to cover. Along with the scripting tool, along with these tools also. Let's say we are discussing the Jenkins. In the Jenkins level, we are discussing some kind of mini project. In the Docker Kubernetes, we are discussing some kind of mini project. So in the mini project level, so we are going to mini project, guys. So in the mini project, we are going to first mini project, automated deployment, and roll back in the deployment. Okay. Second one is, once automated deployment, rollback deployment is completed, so we are going to CI/CD flow, CI plus CD. So modernization. So this is the modernization. Modernization. And third one is, guys. So once the CI/CD and modernization is completed, and we will also discuss Nexus and Sonar Cube. Nexus and Sonar Cube. Okay. And fourth project will be cloud automation. Right? Okay, cloud automation with Ansible. So these are the tools we are going to cover. So these are the tools and these are the technology and these are the scripting, and so you no need to require any pre-knowledge, guys. You no need to. You guys are come with the empty minds. See, next 2 days also we are going to discuss about. So as of now we are understanding about the SDLC. As of now we are understanding about the continuous integration process, right? The same way continuous delivery, configuration management, continuous monitoring. So we are going to discuss tomorrow, and from day after tomorrow onwards, we are going to start with the Git practicals. Okay, na? So you no need to worry about it. So you guys please come with empty minds, and every day at least you guys need to spend 30 minutes after completing the session. Okay, so you can easily cracking the interviews. So interview questions or documents means PPTs, right? So PPTs and everything. So we will discuss. I'm going to share you. Okay. After completing the every tool, I am going to share you all interview question, all PPTs, everything. That is more than enough to crack the interview space. This is more than enough to crack the interviews. Now, any questions? Any questions from your end? Guys, still I can see still guest users are there. So anyway, I hope tomorrow onwards you guys are joined from that. Okay. So now can you tell me your any doubts, Gopi? Any doubts from your end, Kiran, Madhavan?
Yeah, no, sir.
Shiva?
Coding
No doubts, right? Yeah. So tomorrow also please join on same time. Okay, 8 o'clock. And we are going to discuss about configuration, continuous delivery, configuration management, continuous monitoring, and day after tomorrow onwards we are going to start with the Git. Thank you guys, bye. And I forgot to tell you the duration, right? So duration will be 45 to 2 months, 45 days to 2 months time. Any other questions?
Okay.
Coding sir manaki?
No, coding is nothing but scripting only. Okay, we don't need to worry about it. I will show you each and everything. Okay, don't think about the Java .NET code. Right, Shiva?
Madi MBA background sir, and coding idea ledu.
No, don't worry about it. That's why I'm saying initially, right? You guys are come with the empty minds. So we will discuss each and everything. Okay, na?
సార్ యాజ్ 3+ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ మనం ఎంత శాలరీ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయొచ్చు సార్ AWS DevOps మీద?
See, let me tell you, that is based on the companies. Okay, some companies are giving for every into 4, right? 3 into 4, 12 lakhs. Some companies are giving 3, maximum 3 guys. Okay, 3 into 3, 9 lakhs.
Okay.
You guys are expect 9 lakhs. Okay, na? So don't think about the salary and everything, guys. See, if you every day we are preparing our course and every day we are practicing the things. So based on your interview feedback, the people will give automatically. Okay, guys are concentrated on the subject. See, packages will be there, right? See, even if you are giving a less package, so after 10 years, you got the packages will be stagnant. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. Bye. Thanks, everyone. Let's join tomorrow on same time.
Thank you, sir.